On the morning of Monday, May 27th, more than 350 runners and walkers arrived in downtown Lake Orion to kick off the first of several Memorial Day events. The 8th annual Orion Veterans Memorial 5K began with runners gathering at the starting line near Children's Park for the 5-mile run. Then the rest of the participants lined up for the start of the 5K race.
I get so excited when I see the community come out and the support for our Veterans Memorial. It really warms my heart, and I love to see everybody here on Memorial Day.
Orion Township began hosting the 5K race in 2017 to act as a fundraiser for the Orion Veterans Memorial. The skies were gray and there was an occasional drizzle, but the Lake Orion community once again came out to show their support.
So this year we have so many wonderful local sponsors. We have at our diamond level, we have Shana Roofing, Dort Financial, we have GFL and Pulte, along with so many other locals. We couldn't do this without their support. So we're out here today for the Veterans Memorial. This is the only fundraiser they do, and all of the proceeds from this go to the long-term sustainability of the beautiful memorial right there on O'Donnell and M24.
Finishing first overall was Lake Orion's Alexander Pollock, who also won the recent Dragon Dash 5K at the Orion Center. He finished with a time of 19:28.2.
We just like getting a good workout in and seeing people in the community getting out and about and enjoying the town. The weather was pretty nice. It didn't even feel that humid even though it just rained, so it was pretty cool, good running weather. And the course really wasn't too sloppy for how much rain we got, so it's nice, flat, pretty fast, and not too windy.
The first female to cross the finish line was 17-year-old Leah Zarilli of Shelby Township, who finished with a time of 21:39.4.
To run just with my friends and family and to just honor those who have served our country.
Lake Orion native Eddie Cromwell ran the course wearing a 35-pound rucksack. He'll attend college on an Army scholarship, then serve for 4 years after completing college.
So I did run cross country and track for Lake Orion High School, so with that prepared me to have the support in my knees to be able to go with a ruck on. So right now I have a ruck, it's 35 pounds, so to be able to do that is preparing me for the Army with my ROTC program.
Seeing all these people together, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel great, yes, to know that there's people who are willing to come out and be able to run, and then to show support to people who have served our country and who have given their lives to be able to fight for the freedoms of America. It's such a great thing.
All participants received a medal as they crossed the finish line, and VFW Post 334 Commander Jim Hubbard was busy handing out mini American flags. As the race came to an end, veterans and members of the American Legion Post 233 gathered in Children's Park for a small ceremony. Post Commander Steve Hawkswell got things underway with the solemn speech. Then Ladies Auxiliary President Sandy Boyd dropped a wreath into Paint Creek to honor those who lost their lives at sea.
The flowers may wither, but the spirit which they are the symbol will endure until the end of time.
As you know, this is very special to us because there have been lots of folks who have given their lives for us, and that's what it's about. My father was a POW in the Battle of the Bulge, and all those folks came home luckily, but a lot of them that didn't. So this is done for those folks who have given their lives for us.
At 11 a.m., residents began to line the streets of downtown Lake Orion for the annual Memorial Day Parade. Parade left Blanche Sims Elementary School and made its way down Flint Street to Broadway. There, Commander Hawkswell introduced the Legion's Veteran of the Year, Oxford resident and Army veteran Bill Quinn.
Once again, I give you the Mighty Club.
The parade then continued north on Broadway and included Cub Scouts, military vehicles, and of course, the Lake Orion Dragon Marching Band. final ceremony of the day took place at 1 p.m. at the Orion Veterans Memorial on M24. Bob Smith acted as MC and welcomed those in attendance. Retired U.S. Navy Captain Matthew Butkus delivered the Memorial Day address.
So thank you all for taking the time to remember the reason behind Memorial Day, to reflect and recognize those who made the ultimate sacrifice, those who lost their lives in the service of our nation, in defense of our freedom, and defending our way of life. We pause from our busy lives to take a few minutes of solemnity. It's not intended to put a damper on the weekend, but on the contrary, that we should live our lives to the fullest and acknowledge that their sacrifices have been worthwhile, that their sacrifices were not in vain.
VFW Post 334 Commander Jim Hubbard introduced 2024's honored veteran, retired U.S. Air Force Lieutenant Colonel Cynthia Wright.
Thank you very much for this honor. I am an abundantly blessed person. I know that. I thank God every day for that. Part of that blessing truly is being part of the VFW and involved in our veterans ministry at our church at Lake Point. As an award winner, I promise I will do the very best to honor you and represent my community and make a difference in all we do. Thank you.
After reading the names of those lost in all conflicts since the Civil War and honoring the veterans who passed away over the past year, the ceremony concluded with a gun salute and the playing of taps. Gray skies and a little rain couldn't keep the Lake Orion community from coming out here today to remember all of those who fought and lost their lives for our country. From downtown Lake Orion, I'm Lexi McKinney for ONTV News.